What's up, Wayne Barron here, and we're once again working on my truck, and I'm hoping that the wind is not going to blow too much into the microphone. It is a little bit nippy out here, so what we're doing is that we have got to replace the bushing for the windshield wiper blade, or the windshield wiper arms. And this is my 83 Ranger, so in some, not all, but some of your vehicles you can actually remove the, let's bring this over so we can see a little bit better here. Okay, in most vehicles we can remove this part right here, okay, and then get to the windshield wipers. That's in some. Mostly your older model vehicles, you can actually remove this part, your 70 models anyway, at least that's the way it is on my Firebird. You move this right here, and then you can get to the windshield wiper blades, the control arms, and everything. However, in the 83 Ranger, you can't do it. Well, this one right here works, but that one right there does not. Watch this. See? Well, at first we thought that maybe it had, the motor had gone bad, but luckily that's not the case. So, come back around here. Alright. So as you can see right here, we got this little panel, which goes right there. Okay, so this little panel right here is, I think they're 4mm. I don't have my socket wrench out here. I don't know where it's at, but anyway, the piece that needs to be replaced, and it's going to be really hard to get the camera up in there, is the windshield wiper arm bushing, which there's one part of it and the other part's over there. So if you can see this right here, let me go ahead and see if I can't zoom in. Yeah, okay, but anyway, this right here is the main arm that's coming from the driver's side. Driver's side still works. And then we got this part back here that goes to this arm. So we can actually come up here and move it, and it moves the blade. And so what we got to do is that we've got to replace the bushing. We got to put a bushing inside of this so that it will grip it and hold it. And so okay, this right here is the bushing that came off from it, and that's our dog Sandy. But anyway, that's the old bushing, and so what we need to do is we need to find the right one out of this kit right here. And this one right here for the 83 Ranger is it's inside the help section. So you go over to the help section and you find part number 49447, and this right here is from AutoZone. And so go ahead and find the part. Okay, so that's going to be this one right here. Oh, I gotta find my hand. So this one right here is what replaces that one. And so I hope y'all can see that good. It's really hard to, since I've got it zoomed in, to find out exactly where I'm supposed to be at. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and replace that, and so hopefully y'all be able to see me actually do this. So, okay, what we're going to do here is that we got to put this part in here, and there's two grooves right here, so hopefully we can zoom in enough to where we can actually see this. And so we got to put this in. As you can see, this one right here has got the grooves as well. And oh yeah, we'll be able to see it really good. So let's go ahead and snap. Whoop, no, wrong way. Gotta snap it in like this because the other one is on the back. So gotta snap this in, so you want to make sure that the hole is facing outwards, facing the motor compartment. And so we grab a hold of it, and we gotta get it popped in there. So having a pair of pliers, or in this case a pair of robo grips, helps a lot. So then after we do that, got to grab a hold of it, and then get it to snap back on, which is easier said than done in this case. It's being a pain in the butt. So what we're going to do, so I got some lubricant here for the grease for the light bulbs. So what I'm going to do is take some of this and put it on my finger, which is just to give it something, a little bit of a lubrication here. So what we're going to do is that we're going to try to heat up this bushing because it is cold out here, and and that worked, people. So be careful and use a torch if you got one, and heat it up just a little bit, or I mean, you can try using a lighter if you got one of them butane lighters that looks like a torch. And anyway, you heat it up some, and then there you go, she's together. So now my windshield wipers work, and so that's basically how you do it. So cable TV work, and always keep your tools and your stuff, so you never know when you're going to need them. So anyway, that takes care of that, and we're going to replace some lights next. So let's go ahead and replace some lights. So let's go ahead and find out where we got to be at. Right down here. Okay, so we got to replace this light, and then we got to replace the other light. So I've already got this one right here undone, and so okay, so the light for the 83 Ranger, okay, the light for the 83 Ranger does not feel too good on the knees, is the 1157. Okay, and don't put that in yet, bro. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put some of this bulb grease on this. We also do it to the ones on the back as well, because I was blowing my brake fuses, and kind of find out, I went on to a forum, a Jeep forum, which had nothing to do with a Ford, and that Jeep forum showed me, or the guys said that what his problem was that it was he had to go in and clean his lights. He had to clean them all around here because they were just badly corroded. So now you take the light and you got these two pins on each side. So what you do is you look at which one is going to go down the furthest, which is going to be this one right here. So that one's going to get the one that is closest to your pins. Slide it in like so and twist it, and then that sets it. So then you try not to lose your screws. Put the light back in. Set it in there. You get your screws put in here. And now we got one more that we got to do, so we will keep this one that would go inside of the truck somewhere. You do have the screws for that, right? Yeah. Okay. So now we got the one over here on the side, so let's move over. My son's already taken that one off for us, so what we got to do is that we got to replace this little bitty light here. So we're going to put just a little bit of bulb grease on this one. And to answer my dad's question, I think all of my grease that I had for my fittings from cable TV work, which would have worked great for this, was left in the van whenever he took it. So anyway, take the light, set the light right in there, and then take it, and then feels like it's swollen. Okay, there you go. Pop back in. Now let's get that in, and my son's going to screw it in for us. So now that takes care of them lights. So we got to go around the back. Okay, so this is the back lights. So what we're going to do here is that we're just going to put some grease. Hush it. We're going to put some grease. Go deal with loudmouth. So anyway, we're going to put some grease on the lights. So that we don't have no more problems with them getting corroded and blowing my fuses. So, okay, we got these two lights, and the top light is our brake light. This is the one that I had to go in here and clean. This one is actually loose too. Oh, that ain't good. So that one right there it's loose. And that's an 1157 LL. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on this one. Since this one is loose, it could also cause it to short out as well. I will actually have to test that. We want to get some grease on it. Make sure that you can actually see me. Without you getting in the way. Can you see? Okay, I see. Anyway, so we got the grease on there, and then we're going to put it back in here. Find out which side is the lower side. And that'll be that one. But, yeah, definitely need to keep an eye. Okay, once I get it in there, it snugs it up so it's no longer loose. So that's good. Then we tighten this back up. Well, actually, we want to go ahead and check this one as well while we're here. Let's go ahead and put some grease on this one. But anyway, I'm not going to show the other one because it's useless really. But anyway, this is what you want to do. You want to make sure that you got grease put on your lights whenever you replace them or just checking them out. Make sure that they have some lubrication on them to stop them from rusting and corroding up, because if they rust and they corrode up, then they will blow your fuses. And worst thing in the world is to have your brake lights not work, and then somebody sends them to the back of you, and then the highway patrol find out that your brake lights don't work, you get the ticket. So anyway, but that basically takes care of that. Let's go ahead and zoom out of this thing. And I have no head. There we go. So yeah, anyway, Wayne Barron, this is my 83 Ranger. The only thing I got to do now is, like I said, I got to lube that side, put some gas in it, and then fire it up. I also did some, clean the MAF airflow sensor, and because a guy had said something on the previous video, the link will be right here, for the way that the idle sounded, because it would idle up and then it would idle very, very rough after about 5 minutes or so. And so he told me, he was like, you need to maybe clean your MAF airflow sensor. So I did that last week, I think it was, but I was out of gas, so I wasn't able to test it, so I've got a gallon of gas that I just got today. So hopefully, if all things go right, the beginning of next month it'll be inspected and tagged, and it'll be back on the road. And it'll be the first time I've actually driven this thing on the road in 3 years. So anyway, yeah, I'll show you in another video on how to do the MAF airflow sensor. So, all right, y'all have a good one. Wayne Barron here with my vlog and my 83 Ranger, getting it ready for the road. All right, bye-bye. Okay, your MAF airflow sensor is right here. This entire area right here is the MAF airflow sensor. And so I'm not going to take everything off here. I decided to go ahead and show this at the end of the video. But what you do is that you unscrew the bolt clamp here, push this back, pop this loose, and then gradually move this up. And I've got a KN filter inside here, so you want to charge your filter as well. And then once you get this up, then you take your MAF airflow sensor spray, and you spray it really, really, really good. But it's inside of this section right here. This is where your MAF airflow sensor is at. And like I said, I'm not going to take it out, but this entire area right here. My mother has a 2001 Ford Taurus, and the airflow sensor on it's about this big around. This one right here is that big around. All right, two totally different monster motors. So anyway, that's it. Wayne Barron, y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.